Hello everybody, brand new video, let's go! Can you imagine if that was like my cue in? That'd be funny. Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name's Boring Susan, and in today's video, I'm going to be testing out some celebrity influencer perfumes. I'm super excited. I feel like lately there's been such an incline of influencers and just people in the spotlight making perfumes, making beauty collections, you name it, they're there. Hello, hi. I had to start off with the iconic Shawn Mendes signature. I've heard, this one's been around for a while. We have a cute little picture of Shawn on the back. Hi, Shawn. This reminds me of the fact that I'm like, Harry Styles should come out with a perfume. Like, when is that gonna happen? I mean, I guess he did with One Direction, but I mean, like, newer. Like, I'm ready for that. But let's show you this bottle. This is the 1 fluid ounce. I hadn't actually tried this before, which I thought was really interesting. This is a cute little bottle. It has a little guitar strap is what this is supposed to look like. And the bigger size have like a little pick on here, which is cute, which you can actually use on your guitar, which is awesome. This is the one I've had the longest, so I actually have been able to try this. It's really nice. It first reminds me of one of the Bath & Body Works fragrances. What is it called? Dark Kiss. That's what it kind of reminds me of when I first smell it. But it's more complex than that. It has, its notes are pineapple, red apple, lemon, and floral notes. So those are the main entry notes. I do smell some of that tropical element, which is really nice. I think it's really fantastic. Like, I really like this more than I thought I would. I'd give this an overall 9 out of 10. I think it's spectacular. It kind of gave me this, like, soft, likable, very appealing vibe. I also said it was, like, easygoing, neutral, and chill were my descriptions of them. If you want to know any more about, like, the details of these perfumes, I really recommend checking out Fragnetica.com if you're looking to, like, really deep dive into perfumes. A lot of these fragrances I checked out on there first just to see what they said. It's really descriptive and gives you a lot of information for not ever even trying them before. So, yeah, that's where I got most of my information, and I feel like it makes sense of perfumes, especially if you're someone like me and it's very hard to smell, or like someone tells me, oh, it smells like this, and I'm like, I don't know what that smells like. So, especially in combination. So, I know I'm doing that now and telling you what it smells like, but I do smell those elements in here. I'm here for this. I've loved this. I've worn this a couple times. I will say it stays pretty well on like my clothes and my hair and stuff. So like I've sprayed this at night sometimes and I've woke up and smelled it in the morning, which I really like. So I think it's really nice. And I could see Shawn wearing this. I've actually met Shawn before. Insert cute picture of Shawn and I. We're adorable. Oh my gosh. Like, what? I know, we're so cute. And I don't remember, but I feel like he could have been wearing this. Like, I definitely could picture him wearing this. Not sure if he did because I didn't get a whiff because wasn't thinking about that. But is that weird? I don't know. I feel like people like to know what people smell like. I don't know. But if he smelled like this, I'd be like, oh, that's cute. Very Shawn. It's very nice. I was very surprised. This is his first one he came out with. I know he has a second one since, but this is the only one I've tried. And I think it's a slap for me. It's a good slap. Good slap. But anyway, so that's the Shawn Mendes signature perfume. Next in the artist-musician phase, we'll be talking about some Ariana Grande. I actually have 2 of hers because she has such a large collection. I first wanted to do the Ari traditional, Ari by Ariana Grande. Which was the original one she came out with. This one's pretty old just because it's been around. Let me open her up, show you the bottle. Okay, and then this is the cute little bottle. Don't we love that? This is the 1 fluid ounce, I believe. Yeah. It has a little pom-pom, and you can remove the pom-pom if you're not too into it. But this is the first one she came out with. I knew what this smelled like before I purchased it because my friend had the body mist, and I loved how that smelled, so I was like, oh, I'll try the perfume. And I think the body mist is better than the perfume. This smells, how did I describe it? I said it smelled familiar. Yeah, you know what it kind of reminds me of? It reminds me of the actual, like, original, like, One Direction perfume. That's really what it reminds me of. It's just really likable. It has, like, middle notes of rose and vanilla orchid, which you can definitely smell. I said it reminded me of a mall shoe store, which I know is, like, kind of a weird thing. It doesn't smell like shoes or anything, but it just reminds me of, like, a time, maybe. Maybe I did walk by somebody in a shoe store and they smelled like this. And then it also has, like, it dries down to a marshmallow, and I do think that comes out brighter with this perfume. I'm reading off my notes, because I wrote a ton of notes when I first was smelling it and, like, trying it out. I also said it gives me a scent, but it, like, doesn't smell like a ton. Like, I can't pinpoint it. It's pretty soft overall as a perfume. But I like it. I think it's very likable. It's easygoing. I mean, for her first fragrance, I kind of wanted to try this one out because I was curious to see maybe she had something in mind previously before doing a perfume, and she's like, oh, this is it. But I really feel like this might have been more of a, like, consumer push, to be quite honest. And it's nice. I'd wear it. It's nice. I'd say if you like this, just go with the body mist. I think the body mist smells nicer, and I like that one after it sits on my skin for a while. This just doesn't hold up that well. I gave this an overall 4 out of 10. I think it's fine. You know, it's definitely likable. If you're not sure, like, it's a good blind buy. Like, I don't think you're gonna be like upset about it, but it's not overwhelmingly like anything too crazy, you know. So we love her. She's cute. The pom pom. You know, she's neither here nor there. As I throw, I'm not gonna throw up, but pretend. And then the next one we have from Ariana's selection is Ariana Grande Cloud. This was super popular. Look at how iconic this packaging is, though. There she is. Hi, Queen. How are you? And this one was super just like searched, and there was a lot of commotion about it, so I had to pick it up. Had to give it a try. Let's open up. This packaging is the cutest thing I've ever seen. I put them all back in the box. They would be like nice for you, you know. You know, I care about you. I wanted it to look presentable. You know how it is. Let me show you this packaging because it's like the cutest thing. So it has like the presentation packaging. Hi. And then you can take this out and just has this littler bottle, which reminds me of Marc Jacobs, like the little cloud moment and everything like that. I've heard a lot of this smells like Baccarat Rouge 540, which is like a $300 really nice perfume if you don't know of it. I haven't smelled that before, but when I smelled this, I was like, oh my gosh, what a step up from Ari Original. This is iconic. And I know in the meantime she's had a couple other perfumes, but I was shocked with how amazing this smelled. Like, my gosh, it's just like, it's cozy and warm, but it's like hot, and she's like versatile. Like, you could just wear this around chilling, which is mainly what I've been doing. But I'm also like, if I ever like went out, or when eventually I can go out, girl, I'm covered in this. Like, this is iconic. It's so good. So some of the top notes in this are lavender, pear, and bergamot. So I think that's nice because the bergamot kind of grounds the initial notes, which is super nice, but it has that kind of fruit element. The pear's not too much. I think it's like super nice actually in this perfume. And then it also has like middle notes of whipped cream, coconut, vanilla, orchid, musk, and woods. The coconut's brief. I was a little concerned when it said it had coconut in it because I don't like coconut perfumes for the most part, but it's super subtle and it's actually very pleasant and like very light. This is one though that if you like sprayed it and you like saw, if you like someone's walking towards you and they smell like this, you'd be like, you'd definitely like look back and be like, what is she wearing? Because it's just that good. So this for me, it was a 9.5 out of 10. Just about a perfect score, almost. I would just say the longevity isn't my favorite because it is just, you know, your traditional, what is it, it's a parfum. So, you know, it's standard. A lot of times these ones don't have as high as an oil concentrate. That's normally where you get the more expensive qualities of a nicer perfume. So that's one of the main reasons why this doesn't stay as well. But it's fantastic. I did have it lingering on some clothes and stuff, and obviously if it's on items other than your skin, it will stay pretty well. I would also say it's not like overly sweet. It has these elements of like, it's kind of clean, but it's also like, it's just a perfect mix. I don't think you can go wrong with this. If there's anything you get from this video, this is your queen. And she's not too expensive either. And this packaging, like, iconic. And if she smells like Baccarat Rouge 540, which everyone says she does, then you're getting an amazing deal on this one. So I was surprised. I was a little bit disappointed with the original Ari, obviously giving it a 4 out of 10 score. But then this one just like completely, I'm just like, do I need to try all the other Ari perfumes? Do I need to? Because I might need to. I might need to. So we love Ari Cloud. Honestly, the most iconic one of this collection. Do I say iconic too many times? Yes, I do. Is this actually iconic? Yes, it is. Okay, that's enough. That's enough on Ariana Grande Cloud because she's iconic. Let's talk about some iconic KKW. They actually don't sell the original body. I know she's been around. She has a large perfume collection at this point. I know she has like the Diamonds collection. She did a collection with, that was with Chloe, I believe, and Courtney. And then she has like the collection with Kylie, which are like the lips. Then she did like the emojis and like the little hearts. And I always talk about her perfume releases because of those iconic chocolate breakable boxes that she does for PR that I'm obsessed with, to be quite honest. Anyway, she also has the body collection, which was the original one, with the crystal collection. Girl just has a really large range of collection of perfumes. I'm confused, honestly. Can you tell? But I wanted to try them because I was like, there must be something interesting, and they keep on getting kind of some fuss and rust, so I thought that was cool. I originally wanted to get the body one, but it wasn't available anymore, and you could only get it in a little set. So I got the body 3, which is supposed to be like a unisex. Look at this carton. So this is kind of cool. Let's unwrap her. I'll show you how iconic. And I really like this. I feel like this is a whole idea and like concept, which I thought was interesting. Watch. Okay, wow. Can I? Okay, ready? Ready? And you're like, okay, I don't know if I can do this with one hand, but I'm going to try for you. Ooh, okay. Then we go, ooh. Do you see that? Ooh. body yaddy 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 yaddy. Yes, so we'll take her out. But, like, doesn't that remind you of, like, a statue? And then this material, too, is, like, a stone. So I think the whole idea, that whole concept was, like, a statue kind of thing. And then here we go, Kim K's body. Do we give you a tour? Wow. But donkey donk. That's the perfume. So it's an interesting bottle. This one's in, like, the gray tone. I know the other one was, like, more of a clear bottle, and the other one was more of, like, a neutral tone. And this is more of, like, a grayscale, whatever. But it does feel like it's some type of stone. So I think the whole idea of that was like a statue thing, which it definitely felt like it was a statue coming into some type of exhibit, you know, Kim K body who. But this was supposed to be the unisex option. And I really like this. It has like a fake weird cap. I put it on there because I thought it was interesting, but it doesn't actually come with like a legit cap, which I think is really interesting. Let me talk about this one. So it was considered to be unisex. The whole concept of this was borrowed from Bae, but better on her. I think that's the perfect way to describe this. It's a clean, peppery fragrance. So it has elements of pink pepper and black pepper in this. It also has some base notes of sandalwood, cedar, vetiver, I don't know what that is, and vanilla. So I would say it is very unisex. It gives me like a chill vibe. It's modest, it's tame, but it's versatile. Like, you could wear this around the house. I could see like this, like it reminds me of like the tracksuit, which is like the basic like beige, like crop top with like the sweatpant and just like a chill monotone look. But then also like you could easily wear this out to like a really nice dinner or like event wearing like the most iconic drip dress made from Mugler. Is it Tommy Mugler? No, it's not. Mugler. We love Mugler. Oh my gosh. So yeah, really nice. Not something that I would pick out for myself, but like I love it. I think it's really nice. I gave this again a 9.5 out of 10 because it surprised me. It makes me curious to try her other perfumes and maybe a little bit less crazy bottles. I mean, it's a cool bottle. It reminds me a lot of the candles. Have you seen like the candles and the different stuff that come in like they have like a body? I think it's like a mold that you can buy and like people reuse it and not like, but you could buy like a body mold and it looks kind of like her body. I think it's actually like a ripoff of her body is what it's supposed to look like. But I remember when these came out, I know these have been around for a while, but I wanted to try it. I was like, girl, you know, body yaddy yaddy who? Yes, Kim, hi. Okay, we're getting off topic, but it's really nice. I want to spray it on something so I can like smell it better. I'm just gonna spray it. Ooh. Yeah, it literally, I think, like, the best way to describe it is how they describe it, the borrowed from Bae, better on her kind of situation. It has those, like, darker elements of, like, the sandalwood and, like, the musk, so it definitely has, like, that cologne vibe, but then it's also, like, super clean. So it's a very, like, I would say, like, mid-level cologne, where it's, like, not too, like, dark cologne, and it's, like, a cleaner cologne, I think. But then it's, like, has a little bit, it has some floral, right? Or, like, the pink peppery notes. Does it have florals? Maybe vetiver is a flower. I don't know. I think that's like some type of like, I don't know. I don't know what vetiver is, honestly. Do you know? Okay, well, anyways, Kim did a really great job with this. I think this is fantastic. It does smell rich, I will say. So if you want to smell rich, this is great. But yeah, 9.5 out of 10. I think it's really nice. I like it. It kind of goes along with Wood Sage and Sea Salt from Jo Malone. I think if you like that fragrance, you'll like this a lot. This is a little bit more dynamic, I would say, because that's pretty simple of a fragrance, because I mean it's a wood sage and sea salt, where this has a little more, some elements to it, but I really like this. I am so excited to just like bathe in this. Is that okay? I don't know, but I think like during the summer and stuff, this is gonna be my girl that I'm gonna rock, and I'm excited about that. So this is iconic. I really like her. Kim K Body 3, she really did that. I also really liked the bottle of the Kim and Chris that they did. And it was really beautiful, but it was geared a little bit more towards, like, an older audience. And I want to try it, though, but I'm also, like, it better not smell, like, powdery. But I'm like, I can't imagine Chris smells outdated. You know what I mean? She smells iconic, I bet. So that bottle, I think, is the most beautiful. But this is fun. It's quirky. I like this one better than some of, like, the emoji ones. But I've heard those collections of hearts are really cool. And I feel like I talk about them so much on my channel, I might as well actually have to try them out. And, like, maybe get another one of those, like, breakable cakes and do that again. Because that'd be iconic. So we'll see. We'll see. We haven't gotten there yet. But this is Kim K Body 3. I'm just, like, I just don't want to stop breathing it in. Like, it just smells so nice. So I'm really pleased with this one. She did an iconic job. Mr. David Dobrik. I thought it was really interesting that he brought out perfumes because I was like, I didn't know that was an interest of yours, but I also don't know you, so it's fine. But I just thought it was kind of an interesting product, so I really wanted to try it then because I was like, why are you bringing out perfumes? So he has 1 and 2, and I got 2. They're both unisex, but one came in a black bottle and one came in a pink bottle, and I was like, I mean, anyone can wear black or pink, but I was like, I guess I'll pick the pink bottle? I don't know. Maybe that was me just, like, being stereotypical and silly, but I got the pink bottle. So this is supposed to be the Grapefruit and Sandalwood number 2. It was a lot larger than I thought. Like, look how large that packaging is. I thought it was going to be, like, smaller. Like, I thought it was going to be, like, here. So, we love that. We'll open her up. David's Parfums. And here we go. I love the bottle. I think it's really nice, actually. It's super sleek. It also has, like, a magnetic cap. Ooh, she's magnetic. That just feels super nice. I'm not crazy about the DD on there, but, like, I mean, I guess it's David Dobrik, so it has to. But really nice, really sleek. I feel like it's not too in your face, like, I'm an influencer perfume, hi! It's not like that. Was that a little too much? Maybe. So, this is really nice. I actually was super surprised by this. I thought it was fresh, dynamic, pleasant. It has the citrus and green notes. Definitely strong grapefruit. I feel like it's very punchy. Like, it's noticeable, it's stronger from the fragrance. This reminds me of, like, a Versace garden. Like, if you're in there, they have, like, the big columns, and, like, you walk into the backyard, and it's, like, these step downs into this, like, huge... It also reminds me of, like, the Mario Kart, like, what is it, like, Peach Gardens, perhaps, as well? Yeah, I'm really thinking about that, aren't I? Okay, well, that's drama. Is that Peach? Whose garden is that? Does anybody know in Mario Kart? Is that Peach's garden? You know what I'm talking about, though, right? This is explained to be elegant yet unexpected, which I would say because I wouldn't consider, no tea to David Dobrik, but I wouldn't think of him as being elegant, even though his new house is, like, really iconic and, like, sophisticated and elegant, so maybe, you know, this is some influence. He, like, sprayed it around and said, I want a bed that can fit 100 people. Because, like, same. I love that. So, yeah, really nice, really surprising for David. It's very clean, it's very nice, it's very... like, wearable. So I gave this one an 8 out of 10. I haven't worn this out, so I don't know how it sticks on the skin, but I think it's pretty nice, and there's a 2 fluid ounce, which I liked as well. Again, I didn't expect it to be so large and in charge, and I like this. I think this is a nice feature. Way to go, David. Oh, David! Way to go, David! Okay, we're also talking about Wakeheart, which is the Dolan twins. You can't even see it. It is just a white box. But this is their fragrance line. They have a couple of different fragrances. I think like 5 or 6. I think they have 6. And then they also have like candles and things like that, which is really awesome. So again, I thought this was interesting. I was like, oh, perfumes. Okay, because they did bring out their signature fragrances, which I haven't tried, and maybe I'll try at some point. But I thought these were really interesting, and I was like, I wonder what this will bring to the market. So the one that I purchased was Sunlit Sensations, and it has that really cute like little orange bit. I would say I described this as candied summer, and I think it really reminds me of, okay, this is the memory that I think of when I smell this. I think of lathering myself in, when I lived in California, I'm like lathering myself in sunscreen and like going into the water and like it's super cold and stuff and you're just having a fun time and it's salty and, you know, because it's the ocean. And then, you know, you come out, you're like really cold, the sun's coming down, so then it starts getting colder and you come inside, or you don't come inside, you have a towel that's already kind of damp because you were kind of like already playing in the water, I don't know, chilling, vibing, and so you wrap yourself in it, and you're kind of, like, sticky from the sunscreen a little bit, and, like, the salt and the sand's all over you, and you're just kind of, like, breathing in your own nose, you're like, I'm cold. That's what this reminds me of. So not bad at all. I didn't like it at first, I will tell you the truth, but after I started smelling it more and that kind of stuff, I liked it more. I think it has that sunscreen element that I wasn't prepared for, and that's why it threw me off, but then I'm like, if you actually put this on the skin and wore this, I think it'd be really nice. So I think it's going to be really great in the summer when it's, like, hot and that kind of stuff. It'll be nice, too, like, with the element of water involved. It's not an aquatic scent, but I think it would pair really nicely with water. So that's, like, the first note I get is that, like, experience of, like, on the beach kind of thing. And then it also has, like, some floral notes. It has, like, what is it, like, freesia and, like, orchid is what it said. Pomelo, do we know what that is? It looked like it was a lime, but I don't really know. But it's really nice. I think the dried down to floral is what I like more. I originally, when I first smelled this and did it, I gave it a 3 out of 10, which I feel like is harsh, because I didn't like it, and then I started smelling it more and started to, like, kind of figure out what it smelled like to me, and I'll give it a 6 out of 10, because I think it's something I really like. I want to try the Lucid Locations one, I just feel like I'll really like that one, but this is really nice. I think it's an interesting take. It's very unisex. I could definitely see, like, both people, both types, all types wearing this. It's very nice. I like it a lot. So that's Sunlit Sensations from Waycar, the Dolan Twins collection. I would love to try more from them. This makes me curious as to what else they have in their collection. These are my top 3. So it was the KKW Body, and then Ariana Grande Cloud, and Shawn Mendes Signature. I think these were really fantastic, my fave of the bunch, and actually worth the purchase. Not like the other ones aren't worth the purchase, but I was actually very surprised. And if I smelled this from a company like Baccarat Rouge, I guess, but if I smelled any of the other ones from companies that were like notorious for perfume connoisseurs, collections, larger designers, I would be like, yeah, I'll buy that. So, you know, these are more affordable and still smell iconic. We're here for that. Well, thank you so much for watching this video. I really want to do more perfume videos with a celebrity trying them out because there's so much in the market. So we're going to have to try more, obviously. So thank you so much for watching this. Comment down below which one, or if there's a perfume that you really like that a celebrity did as I judge my hair. We've smelled all the things we can smell for today. And, you know, that's it. What did we think? I honestly liked a lot of these more than I thought I would. And I'm excited to try some other ones. I think there's some other people that I'm interested in trying their perfumes. And that's it, really. So thank you so much for watching this video. My outro is coming in 3, 2, 1.